Hold up, everybody. Before this video starts, I would like to give a big thanks to Silent Knight. He has an underscore at the end of his name, otherwise known as my friend David. He made the thumbnail for this video. I'd like to thank him for that, and he is a pretty cool guy. So the link, if you want to watch him, the link to his channel will be linked in the description below and at the end of this video. And I'm also going to link his other channel, Goten Visualz with a Z, in the description too. So anyway, roll the beginning. Have you ever had that one game that you always liked ever since you first played it, but a lot of people really dislike? Yeah, well, a lot of us tend to have that. And yeah, that is basically between me and a little game that came out in 2005 known as Shadow the Hedgehog. Now let me say something. I like Shadow the Hedgehog, but I do not like Sonic Colors. Let me rephrase that. I like Shadow the Hedgehog, but do not like Sonic Colors. Find any contradictions in there because I do not, but that's besides the point. This game has some really fun levels that I do relatively enjoy and come back to from time to time. By time to time, I mean by quite a bit, since I do really like this game. And some people say this level design is not very good, but has some pretty freaking good levels. And I figured, since there are really only like 2 lists discussing the good levels in Shadow the Hedgehog, one of them also shares a worst list. But anyways, I am counting down my personal top 10 favorite Shadow the Hedgehog video game levels. And to kick this list off, let's start off at number 10.
Number 10.
The Chaos Emerald that Tails dropped has got to be around here somewhere.
So at the start of my list, we have Circus Park, which is on the Pure Hero pathway. And let me just say something, the music really makes me feel like I'm tripping, but the hero mission involves you collecting 400 rings with Tails, which may sound difficult, but in a stage like this, it won't be too difficult. And the villain mission involves you taking down 20 gun troops with Deadman, who really have something against parts, from what I know. Maybe the gun troops were like, Edman's face is on there, so it must be evil. Well, Edman is the villain of Sonic, so yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, what I think I like about this stage so much is that it has a really interesting level design. Like, in one moment you're in like a circus tent, and there are multiple ways to get rings for the hero mission, and considering someone who likes stages like Casino Night Zone from Sonic 2, this stage was generally enjoyable for me. And also, if you're going down the hero pathway, you can there's some really interesting things you can do to get rings. Like, you can play a little game where you have to shoot balloons, you can jump through rings, and overall it's just a really fun stage in my opinion. But the music, again, it makes me feel like I'm tripping balls. Don't just don't do drugs, kids, otherwise you're gonna hear the Circus Park theme in your head later. But anyway, let's get on to number 9.
Sorry, but this Chaos Emerald is mine.
Number 9.
Promise time, time to go and fulfill this promise.
And here we have the first stage in the entire game, Westopolis, which is the stage you have to play multiple times in order to experience the multiple storylines in this game. The hero and villain missions are pretty self-explanatory. All you need to do for the hero mission with Sonic is just take down the 45 black aliens in the stage, and for the villain mission, all you really need to do is just take out all of the take out all the gun soldiers, which you have to take out less, which is kind of weird because it's encouraging people that to do evil is a lot more easier than being good. Great message to teach people. I think what I like about the stage so much is that like a lot of good Sonic levels, it actually lets you take multiple pathways, and also it's just that it maybe because I really like city levels in Sonic, like a City Escape, Radical Highway, that kind of jazz, but maybe there's just something really special about this level that makes me like it. And not to mention, that music tune will be stuck in my head for probably months, because it's really catchy. But anyway, Let's Stop This is a pretty good freaking stage, and it does a good job at teaching people how to play the game, and again, that charm and that music. Anyway, on to numero 8.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
Number 8.
I don't remember this place.
I bet that's how a lot of people felt when Sonic games were released on the GameCube. But anyway, yeah, Lipid King. This is a level that is very well designed in my opinion, and has some really fun platforming in this one too. It's kind of like Westopolis in terms of its missions. Like for the hero mission, you just have to take out all the black aliens, but for uniqueness, the villain mission actually has you activating some jewels, and it will allow you to defend allow the black aliens to defend the Lipid Canyon, which is that's a pretty unique way to play the mission. But anyways, again, I do think this one also has charm because it really looks really nice, because it's just like a rock area and it's like an ancient type of area. And also we get to help out Nipples the Enchilada. He's one of my favorite Sonic characters. But anyway, that's all I honestly have to say about this stage. On to number 7.
Their oppression cannot go unopposed.
Number 7.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me.
Taking place in Dr. Eggman's secret lava shelter leads into, well, lava shelter. The hero mission in this level is very self-explanatory. All you need to do is just get to the goal ring. But again, similar to the unique level in Lipid Canyon, the villain mission is activating Eggman's lava defense systems. And I think what I really love about this level is, 1, it's a lava level, and I really like lava and fire type stages. And 2, it is very open, and it's really fun to explore this thing. And also, it's very non-linear, and as someone who really likes the adventure titles, I do generally like the non-linear levels a lot. And I can tell that when a Sonic game's trying to be non-linear, people usually blast them, but anyway, that's besides the point. But again, the stage, it's really open, and although, well, it is kind of difficult, it is kind of annoying to see the shadow androids here again, but it's still really fun to explore. And also, again, the soundtrack's probably going to be stuck in my head for days too. But anyway, that's all I have to say again, and now on to number 6, I believe.
Doctor, at last I'll hear the truth from you.
Number 6.
The doctor must have gone this way.
And here is another trend that I really love. Haunted house type stages. And considering I really like stages like Hain Castle from Sonic Heroes, which this game kind of has the similar engine to, Cryptid Castle Falls is right up my alley. The hero mission involves you helping Amy find Cream inside the castles. I mean, in this castle, or maybe it's multiple castles. I think it's multiple ones. But it's really not as bad as the average Sonic player might think. And in the normal mission, I probably should have talked about the normal mission for the other entries, but all they have you doing is just getting to the goal ring. But the villain mission is lighting up torches to fend off the black aliens, or the black arms. And what I like about them is that they actually reveal hidden pathways that you couldn't access otherwise. And the villain mission's probably another reason why this lands higher up on my list. And it has a really unique sounding track to it too. And it can be a little weird in some aspects, and those little like jack-o'-lantern things that pop up right in front of you, they can be kind of annoying, but other than that, I don't really have any real problems with this stage. But yeah, Cryptic Castle, I really love this stage. And sorry if it sounds like I don't have a lot of words to explain these, but I am kind of tired right now. But anyway, I still wanted to make this list. And anyway, on to the half point, which is number 5.
The doctor's gotta be this way.
Number 5.
Don't you remember? We once raced each other here. This is just like old times. A race for the emerald.
Now, from here on out, this is where the stages get very, very great. And at number 5, here we have Space Gadget. Think of it as like kind of a mixture between Crazy Gadget and the second Sonic Shadow battle from Sonic Adventure 2. And the hero and normal missions, they're basically kind of the same, like getting to the gold ring, but I really think the hero mission has a lot of charm to it. Probably because I get Sonic Adventure 2 memories from it, and you have to race Sonic and get to the emerald before he does, and the villain mission is kind of like that one mission, the Ark, where you fly around in space, but this time it's a little bit kind of easier trying to destroy the defense systems. But anyway, this is a very, very great designed stage, and the gravity system works really well, just like it kind of works in a kind of better way than it did in Crazy Gadget. Like, I do still really like Crazy Gadget, and it did handle the gravity system really well, but I think it's a little bit easier just trying to home attack the little gravity switch things. Yeah, it's easier to do that, but again, it's really nice racing Sonic in the Ark on this one. And yeah, now on to number 4.
Sonic. Now I remember. That day, we fought here aboard the Ark.
Number 4.
Okay, Shadow doesn't exactly have any commentary at the start of the stage, so I'm going to start explaining why I like the stage early. But anyway, if you decide to try and end all humanity and go with the Black Arms, you are taken to the Gun Fortress, which is the last stronghold of the human race. This stage is very tricky and a lot harder than the other stages in this game. Like, out of all the final stages, this one's probably my personal favorite. Probably because it has a really, like, probably one of my favorite stage tunes in this game. It is very soothing and a very underrated stage track. And also, I'm just going to go off on a little side tangent. How come no matter who you're following, like, one thing I don't like is when you have, like, someone like Sonic or, like, a hero on your side, and the hero people, like, say, the Gun Fortress, even though you have a hero by your side, they still attack you no matter what. And if you have Black Doom following you, the Black Arms will still attack you, like, why? But anyway, what I like about the stage is that you get to finally take down those gun soldiers who have been trying to follow your back for years or days. Or if you decide to become a hero, and you know what, let's just discuss the missions in this game first. The villain mission, all it has you really doing is just going to the mother computers and like destroying them, which is easy. And the hero mission, it just has you going with Rouge finding the Chaos Emerald. Like, Rouge, since she's one of Shadow's closest allies, it does make sense that she would try to stop Shadow from blowing up the Earth, and at the end you will get a really satisfying evil laugh. But anyway, you're at the end you'll either fight Black Doom or you'll fight Sonic. I think I would recommend trying to take down Sonic, or I would actually say take down Black Doom, because it does suck when you're following the Black Arms and they take all the credit for doing nothing and don't even give you credit. Like, then at the last minute you can just change and take down Black Doom for being a manipulative bitch. But sorry, I meant to say manipulative poo-poo. But anyway, the bosses, I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not the hugest fan. Like, I do think the Ed Dealer is kind of unique, and Black Doom is actually a pretty good boss in my opinion, but bosses like the Black Bull and the Hoblon and Sonic are very freaking boring. But I do love the Black Bull's music though, that is really good. But I'm getting a little bit off topic still, but Gun Fortress, it's still a really, really great stage. And now on to my top 4. Yeah, my top 4 stages. I was about to say 3, but anyway, number 4.
Number 3.
What is this sensation? I feel weightless atop this light.
Yes, we finally get to talk about a stage I've been wanting to talk about even before I decided to try and make this list. Here we have a Digital Circuit, which of the 2 digital levels is my favorite. Probably because it is a very colorful stage, which is what a lot of people say this game lacks. Which, another thing I really like about the stage is how freaking beautiful it looks, and of course the music, and it has some really good platforming, and it's really, again, really colorful, and probably has my favorite song in this entire game. The music, like my favorite. And let's talk about the missions, which are actually really self-explanatory again. For the villain mission, all you have to do is get to the computer power core and destroy it. And for the hero mission, all you have to do is just get to the Chaos Emerald, with the villain mission being longer. And on the Digital Circuit track, like the cyberspace when you're rolling, it feels really fun, and it's really nice how it's very non-linear again. But yeah, digital stages are really my cup of tea when it comes to this game. And not to mention, again, the music. And if you're going to play Shadow the Hedgehog, if you want to start off with a good stage first, I would recommend trying to go down the villain pathway or the hero pathway, because, well, let me just explain in my number 2.
Number 2.
I've just gotta keep moving.
You're dang right, Shadow. Here at the runner-up spot, we have Lethal Highway. Again, I really like city stages, and this is kind of like a take on Speed Highway and Radical Highway, but with the Westopolis type feel. And the missions here, I think, are very freaking good. And not to mention, it really makes you go fast and pretty much have to keep up your speed if you want to complete this stage. Like, I'm not one of those people who thinks if you automatically go fast, that automatically makes it a top 5 stage. But the speed really works here, and let's talk about the missions. The Dark mission, I'm actually talking about this one first, is just getting to the goal, which is actually a very fun task to do, given that this level design is really freaking good. But what puts it so high up on this list is the hero mission, which is one of my, probably my top 2 favorite missions in this game. All you need to do is just destroy the tank. And a lot of people complain about the guns in this game, but I actually think it's really fun getting a gun and blowing the frick out of that tank, that alien tank. And again, might I mentioned the music. This is like also one of the best tracks in this game that's really catchy. And not to mention, it is very fun basically going around at the speed of sound, unless you're playing the PS2 version. And in this game, you'll have to deal with some frame rate drops that kind of make you go a little bit slower than usual. But anyway, the stage, it's just really freaking good. But before we get on to the number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
creatures! Shadow!
The doctor has got to know something. Dark. I can feel them. They're everywhere.
Well, Shadow, looks like we've reached the club.
Number 1.
It's Sky Troops.
This blue sky, staring at it from afar. Have I seen it before?
Yeah, I just couldn't resist putting Sky Troops at the number 1 spot. I mean, there is literally nothing wrong with the stage, and it's just really freaking beautiful. I mean, this is definitely gonna be on my top 10 Sonic stages list when I decide to make that list. But anyway, let's talk about the missions, which is what makes this stage really great. The Dark mission involves you taking down Dr. Eggman's airships, which is really fun, and it's really satisfying to blow up the airships. And the Hero mission, which actually involves Dr. Eggman, it just has you destroying the aliens' power units, which are the jewels that you probably activated in, you may have activated in Lipid Canyon. And not to mention, this level design is just really freaking great. And also, this song, like, how do people not remember this? I mean, seriously, the music is really freaking good in this stage. And also, it's really fun exploring this again. Like, I really love it. Like, a lot of people really like to hate on some of the bigger stages in Sonic, but I have way too much fun exploring the stages that I really do not care. And also, again, the music. But anyway, guys, that was my list, and if you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, guys, see ya, and this is my new outro that I came up with. And so, yeah, see you guys later.